Okay, so EcoLeaf, what is it and how is it a bigger company than most, 80? Okay, EcoLeaf is a multi-platform quadrant, 80, that builds more acre land, and it adds it to its own Minecraft, so it builds extra land and to the artificial land that we have already. So it propels it, and it's more inspired by the state of Texas. So that's basically where it gives most of its name coming from, and it's coming from either the state of Texas or Catfish Industries, where it's given more productability of 2006 to 2037, and it's been working for about 40 years already. So it's been in process of getting that multi-platform characteristic out as it navigates and finds you better recommendations to have other than 2006 that you had 25 years ago. And you know what basically gets this company across is, you know, its ability to have 9 cars as a car insurance agency, as a car coverage, 80. So it's an insurance agency that uses multi-compound products or items, and it's known to play with those multi-platforms. So that's basically where I get paid for making the bonus benefit of making an additional platform for the next client to have. And you know, it's basically where I get, you know, my treaty promise as becoming more of an authorized certified look of EcoLeaf, you know, making a astounding company as it artifacts and gives artificial looks of intelligent, like it was accurate or infinity. It gives you more of a decision, accurate decision, depending on what you like, and it gives you a multiple answer for it. So specific item, you getting a specific item for you getting a choice between a specific item that you really wanted. And picking between the car cover, so it's more like ARP or USAA. And you know, that's basically where you're using $356 of 46 cent and 80. So there's 3557680 of population that may be excited for it. So it might be you know, it's a $30 billion industry. You know, it works better than Enterprise. It works better than Hannah Chevrolet. You know, it's just one of the bosses of its comparison. And, you know, that's basically where you get more of enterprise luxury. You know, it gives you into a private organization of DWL's industries, of its car industries, that it sells to you as you want more of its insurance coverage, 80. You know, it basically gives you a signed coverage of having what you want, you know, of having the type of insurance that you want. So it's not just buying the specified car. You have 9 cars like it. So it's giving you a price for 87,000, a price of 87,000 for 9 cars to be to have a sustained carrier over each other. And you know, it's basically where we want to sustain the rights of privilege. This is where you want to sustain the rights of privilege. This is already a $30 million investment So this is more for the long term versus enterprise buying a car for 30 weeks. Buying a car for 30 weeks, you have a $30 million investment here, and that'll be a platform for your Dr. Seuss living and you know keeping yourself steady and sustained of the variety of the positive reforms that you like. And it's basically 1856 to 2024. Anybody can do that with a high school graduation or a college degree. And that's basically where you're working on different specifications based off of the tyranny of yellow, green, and blue. So they're just working on both the high school axes and the college axes. And that's just basically working on max preps, swag, avid, TCS, football. And you're just working on recommendations of repetitions. And it's basically depending on if you want it or not. It's just all depending on if you want it or not. You probably have 9,000 set up, wanting to spend $980, and that's basically, you got hours to spend $980 a month or $980 every day, and then you might as well take it. And that's basically where you're making a more strategic automotive support specialist for yourself. And it's just picking a specific item and using the car coverage for it. And that's basically what EcoLeaf is here to do. And it help navigate you as well. So it's using the specific car item, and is using navigation, and is using car coverage as well. So that's car coverage is about $965 a month, $965 a year. We say that $965 a year as we get a bigger deposit for your yearly conduct. And then the car runs up about 87 to 97,000. 87 to 90,000. So you can get those 9 cars like that if you need to. So that runs up to about 87,000 as we're going. We're using the Jiffy Lube characteristics. So that's basically where we're using a more reduced rate for more of what we need to be done or what we're thinking of about the car at EcoLeaf. And what's the other one? EcoLeaf and Enterprise Luxury 80. And this is basically what EcoLeaf does, as far as the automotive support area. And that's about 956% of 1856% of what gets done at EcoLeaf. And it's basically where it's working on additional effects that adds a benefit of bonus packages that pays for the residential or the property bills of the company or the corporation. So you're paying for EcoLeaf as far as that. And it pays in big areas, so it takes about 357 months to process and circulate. So that's basically where it's using $950 to get through those first 3 months. And it takes about 357 months. You're not gonna be smart in the next 100 years by thinking 1877 to 1977. That's 25 to 26. 25 to 56 right there. So you're just using a whole nother decade of year of purple, orange, and green. And that goes from 2001 to 2070. And it's basically the basic standards of the the mental process of the first beginner of its area, that goes towards pickle results. And it's basically where how pickle reserves its compromises for a bigger and better package to deal, that came from its IQ acknowledgement. So, pickle is welcome to have anything from the enterprise luxury area. That's basically who starts out the assembly. That's who starts out the assembly, and that's basically how these $30 million investments get dealt with. And it's basically the only ones that particularly know what I'm talking about, that care about their light bills and insurance bills and saving $30,000. At least you got gas when you got gas, and you got the car when you need it. So that's basically how you're working on EcoLeaf, and EcoLeaf is just basically built off of refrigeration. Pizza Hut, Papa John's, and Mr. Catfish and more. We're working on 37,000 different consumption pieces of catfish, chicken strips, shrimp. The most prominent benefacts of 956%, and it's one of the basic predominant statistics that we have for Mr. Catfish and more. Um, that's that's a prominent effect or a prominent mood that keeps the crowd moving towards more catfish and more Mr. Catfish and more. So that's a whole 376 to a 976% rating right there. So yeah, it's a prometric area right there. So that's basically where you got to use your systematic statistics to make it believe where you want to believe your current area or your current area of explanation. And it's basically where you're getting more 990 hours to 357 hours. You trying to get more 990 hours until unless better than you trying to get um 390 hours.